Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Nate.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're here to talk about a wonderful devotion that we recently received in the mail.
Well, much like for the one for Lent, we're just going to go through it because it's about remembering your death for Christmas time. Well, for Advent time.
Well, we here at the Popish Plot are fans of almost any opportunity to remind you that you're going to die.
It's sad and depressing and festive. Yay!
And while I have no reason to expect that Sister Theresa Aletheia Noble,
the Death Nun,
watches our show, I'm really looking forward to the one you put together for ordinary time.
Well, you know, when we post this, we can tag her, and that'll increase the chances that she'll see our show.
Very good.
I haven't actually looked through your, A, B, and C to see if each, Sunday has the same theme with slightly different readings. Because for the Advent one, much like the Lent one, it can be used year after year because it's not by date except for the last week of Christmas. It's by, it's Christmas Eve. It's the 23rd because that can vary how long the week is from, hours to a full week.
Yeah.
So I haven't read far enough ahead to know, if Christmas Eve is actually, on this day, do you, just quick skim through all the other days? Or, what
if Christmas Eve and the fourth Sunday of Lent are technically, or the fourth Sunday of Advent are technically the same day? It'd be really weird if the fourth Sunday of Advent
That'd be crazy.
Feel to be on a time bubble then. But, during the third week, do you then skip ahead by date or, what? But I'm sure we'll find out when we get there.
Exactly.
We're on week 1, which is about death.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because this covers the last 4 things.
Yay! I know. You guys wait, don't you guys do this every Lent? We do.
we do. And we probably do it more often than that, actually.
But remember,
in smaller parts.
The liturgical colors are the same for a reason. Both are preparatory seasons, and both are penitential seasons. Advent's not as penitential as Lent, but still, go to confession.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Because Advent is about the coming of Christ.
No, not
Christmas.
you. I mean, yes, you.
Yeah.
Not you.
Both of you.
Yes, you. But also you behind you. You.
As well as, the end of time and pretty much every time that, Jesus comes in a noticeable way. So it is both about little baby Jesus in Bethlehem and big adult scary white that's like flames and angels.
Jesus the judge. Yeah. Ah.
There's some clouds involved.
And, seriously, and the mosaic in the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception is terrifying. Big, angry, judgy Jesus. Also, clean shaven, which is weird.
Clean shaven.
Or
what does it even look like?
Well, he's blonde also, so there's all sorts of things going on.
I mean, at least for Second Coming one, it could be like fiery, bright and stuff that they're trying to portray.
Yeah. Does he at least have Mediterranean, olive complexion?
Well, again, they're talking. It's the Lord represented as he presents himself in Revelation, where he's got white hair and white clothing.
Oh yeah, everything is as brilliant as the sun. And,
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like our daughter's complaint about the school that all the Jesuses are white Jesus, but they have African American students and Asian students. So I'm like, just tack up a picture of Black Jesus over one of them with this sticker. Be like, this is equally historically inaccurate.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, yeah. No,
I suggested she get a marker and start defacing posters, but they suggested that was a bad idea.
Some masking tape could be fixed.
All right, so this would be good. When we eventually get Deacon Sean on, we can explain how you encouraged your daughter to vandalize his school. And perhaps by that point she'll have done it, and then you can offer a public mea culpa.
Only for historic accuracy. But anyway, we are discussing this book. So the first week is on death. And going to today. And each one starts off with art. Some of it is classic art. Some of it is modern art.
Yes, this is our bookmark. It is a picture of a friend of ours who is currently working on joining a religious order. So it won't come with your copy of the book.
It starts off with what the readings are, which conveniently, it doesn't matter what year it is. For Advent, it's the same readings with like very few variations. I think there was one where it said, if it's year C, this is what the first reading is. But
again, that's also provided.
Yeah. Then you get to read the whole gospel, so I don't have to be like, all right, what is Matthew 7?
Let me get my Bible.
Let me get my Bible, or my phone, or both, or my other Bible, and yes. So then there's the gospel. There's a reflection on same. Nate found what is not a haiku, and I thought he read it very, very well.
Oh, except for that one correction. Apparently, I need to enunciate better.
Okay.
You know me; I find fault in everything.
Yes, this is a quote from the writing of Saint Theresa Benedicta of the Cross, also known as Edith Stein.
We dare you to say one without the other.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit. We tried it; it just doesn't feel right.
You can't do it.
You are the space that embraces my being and buries it in yourself. Away from you, it sinks into the abyss.
Yes, because today's thing on death is about how essentially running from God is running from ourselves.
Yes. Essentially, life is like traveling in a boat that is Jesus, that is moved along by the wind of the Spirit across the water that covers the foundation of the earth, which is God.
Amen.
Yes, which we know because it has a journaling and prayer section where it basically said that.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and imagine yourself sailing on the sea of life.
Imagine the kind of boat you are in and feel your speed, both at the highest points in your life and the lowest. Bring what you imagine to Jesus in prayer. Who or what do you make the foundation of your life? Where do you go to seek comfort and help when your ship meets storms?
It's very deep and profound. But now I want to listen to the music of the Doors because, of course, where it's not moving is going to be the horse latitudes.
So,
This is a terrifying song, by the way.
So we've discovered that Jesus.
I love you just going to sleep to that.
So we discovered that Jess makes the foundation of her life lyrics of music written before she was born.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it. I just clearly talking about she's talking about the areas where the sailboats got stuck. We all know where that was. You studied history. I don't like the fact that the reason why they're called the horse latitudes. I think it's sad.
Come on, it's funny. It's like, St. Lucy being the patroness of vision because they plucked out her eyes. History, like the church, has a great sense of humor. And by great, I mean
horrible.
Really, really dark. So dark. Super, super dark.
And also, each section has a longer quote from a saint, like from one of their works. So you don't just get the two lines from,
No, the examen has a lengthy quotation from St. Augustine, his Sermon 26 on the New Testament.
Yes. And I find, although most people suggest you do the examen at night, if I start reading this at night, I will skip it.
Sure.
So, you can just examine your day so far.
Yeah. This is a case where the Jesuits have the practice of examining their day twice, once at lunch and then once before bed.
Like Santa Claus, I have to check it off.
Or maybe split the difference and do it right after dinner.
Yeah.
Which I'm still
Sure.
horribly upset finding out the Vespers is essentially 6 p.m.
Yeah.
It seemed like so late when you were learning about it. Like it's dark and scary and night.
Well, I get it.
And excluding in winter, it's like it's the middle of the afternoon almost.
Well, but again, Europe, where these things developed and formalized, is farther north than us for the most part. And in a time before electric light, once the sun goes down, you're like, let's just call it a day, instead of staying up half the night watching YouTube videos.
Well, I mean, they also got up at like 3 a.m., so I mean, they're kind of.
And then again at 6. Both times, just to get some praying done.
Yep.
Well,
But-
the 6th one, they might have actually stayed up after. I don't know, but
But one thing I really like about this is it invites you to journal, but it does not include lines on which to journal. And that's good, because you'll journal in another book, meaning you can use this
over and over and
reflection
over again.
again.
And
Exactly.
on that note, if you are somebody who might like to try joining us on this, or perhaps you just want to get a copy, so you have one ready for next year, because with the way shipping goes, if you order it today,
Well, and you're already deep into the first week of Advent.
We're already into Advent. You're probably going to get it more towards the mid to late Advent. So, but if you wanted to go and get yourself a copy so that you're ready for next year, this is the Memento Mori, a companion on the last things. Advent, the D word. Devotional. There we go. This is the Memento Mori, a companion on the last things, Advent devotional, and it is, I believe, as far as I'm aware, it is still available for sale. We got ours on a pre-order, so.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We are not being,
paid or compensated to do this. We just are really big
paid for it.
Yeah, we paid for the book, and we are big fans of the work that Sister Theresa Aletheia Noble has done, and we just want to support her and share the things that we found that we like with other people.
Well, and somewhat kindred spirits with the Daughters of St. Paul, since we too have a media apostolate.
Yes.
It involves skulls.
It's not our full-time thing like theirs. And yes, we all love skull imagery.
And we love skull imagery, yes. So go down below and maybe share with us some comments about how you are looking to spend your Advent. To really focus on the preparational aspects of Advent, because we live in a world that is way too much about Christmas. I mean, a few weeks back, I was in a store and the person working the register asked me if I was having a Merry Christmas, and that was prior to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, we really need to go and focus on trying to really appreciate Advent for what it is.
Yeah.
A time when you think about death and little babies.
A time when you think about, well, again, that'll come Christmas, the Holy Innocents.
Hey, Jesus' birth was for one primary purpose. So he could go and do his ministry, which culminated in.
All right. That you found a good way to make them one thing.
Yeah,
it's good. So, comment below with how you're thinking about death this Advent. Like our channel, subscribe, give this episode a thumbs up, and until next time,
remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
And share that love.